Okay, it's the reunion show. Big Brother Naija season 7 reunion show episode 1. Who is excited? That's like today was the first day of the reunion show, and it was an exciting moment to watch. Yes, of course, you know now the first day will not come with so many drama and basketballs. Everyone will be trying to maintain form and like show all the maturity and all that. And even for Ebuka, he today is usually a day to just familiarize the questions, and also deep is just peripheral and all of that. But do not worry, I have all the gist piled up to give you that transpired in today's episode. Meanwhile, before I start, let me quickly welcome you back to my YouTube channel, Anita Daniel TV, where we are committed to bringing you latest and trending matters in town. If it's your first time visiting my channel, please do not leave without subscribing. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for sticking around and always coming back to watch my videos. Okay, back to what we're saying. So today, Ebuka asked them about their essay experience, how it was, after the show, not long after they traveled for to essay. Majority of them won essay trip during the tax on the show. So they traveled, and then Ebuka wanted to know how it was with them. So the first question Ebuka asked them was who they bonded with while they were on the trip. So for Kes, he said that he bonded very well with Daniela and Cheesy, while Chomsy said he bonded very well with Saif. Deji said he bonded very well with a lot of people. Chichi said that he bonded with everyone, that she's cool with everyone, and she's in a happy place with everyone. Fina said that she bonded very well with Shex and Bella. Of course, we expect it now because it's been very glaring that since after the show, those have been her closest pals. Then Donyi said that it was Amaka she bonded very well with, that during the essay trip was when she really got to know the kind of amazing person that Amaka is, that Amaka is such a sweet soul. And like I said, she said he bonded very well with a whole lot of people, so they didn't mention names. Then Ebuka went further to ask them who they would not want to talk to again. And then for Bella, she said that she wants to be cool with everybody and doesn't have strength to um say she's not talking to anyone, or she wants to talk to this and not talk to that, that she's really cool with everyone, and that's all she has her strength for. Well, I think that's matured on the part of Bella, right? Because there are some of them that said, well, I will talk to who talks to me, and who doesn't talk to me, I will not talk to. And I won't be the first to talk to anyone. It is when the person comes to talk to me, I will talk. Well, to me, that sounds immature. So I really love Bella's response. Then for Donye and Chomsy, they said that the world is big, the world is large. You don't know tomorrow. You can't say, excuse me, so you can't say that you will talk to this person and this person is, oh, I won't talk to again, because you do not know what can happen tomorrow. So that same person who you feel like is your enemy and you cannot talk to tomorrow, something can just happen, and then you just find yourself in the circle of that person. So they really cannot say they want to talk to this and don't want to talk to that. So that's beautiful also to hear. Then Ebuka still went forward to ask them the most pretentious housemate while they were in the house. Well, Amaka said that even Shex, Amaka and Shex actually said the same thing, that they could not really tell who the biggest person in the house, who the biggest pretenders in the house were, but they knew that at some point some people were pretending. I guess when if they say at some point they knew some people were pretending, simply means they knew the people who were pretending at some point. But well, for some reasons they chose not to mention names, which is fine. Probably they do not want to step on anyone's toe. Then Brian said that he was too busy to even notice if anyone was pretending or not. He was too busy to tell who was pretending and who wasn't, so he didn't pay attention and cannot tell. While Bella said that, well, no one can actually be faithful for 72 days. I think Bella really was being sincere with her response, really. He said that no one can really be faithful for 72 days, that it will get to a time where they would get to pretend, and sometimes they'll just be themselves, which I think is true, because there are sometimes they might just lose consciousness of the fact that they are in a reality TV show and people are watching, and then they just lose guard and be themselves. But sometimes they might still call themselves to other that this is a game, people are watching, and then they will just act and pretend. So I really jig Bella's response. Then Ebuka still asked them who the biggest user was in the house. Well, for Fina, he said that he didn't care if anyone used her or not, as that doesn't really matter to her, so she didn't notice. While Chidi said that Donyi was the person who used him, but that he also used Donyi. So basically, they both used themselves. While Fam Savi said Amaka used him. Well, I'm still trying to recall how Amaka used him, but if he says so, who am I to argue? Then Amaka said that he cannot really say that anyone was the biggest user. And guys, did you notice a thread in the way Amaka was responding to her questions? I think she was really very conscious about not mentioning names. Maybe she doesn't want to be in anyone's bad book. She doesn't want to step on anyone's toes. So she wasn't mentioning names. Any question Ibuka asked her, she would just say, she would kind of generalize the question and all that. So she wasn't particular or specific about her response. Well, Ebuka still went further to ask them the highlight of their essay travel. Meanwhile, when Ebuka asked Adenkule about the essay travel, she responded that it actually felt like they were in the Big Brother house. The whole tension that came with being in the reality TV show, that was how the essay travel itself also looked, because it was as if the housemates were trying to outdo themselves. They more like it was kind of a competitive thing. Everyone was trying to outshine the other and all that. But Adekunle Gold now, he's matured in mind, in body, and in speech. So, well, if Adekunle says so, I believe that's how it is. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So Ebuka asks about the highlight of their travel, and Brian was able to say he jumped out of the plane, that jumping out of the plane was the highlight for him. But hey, Brian, how did you jump out of the plane? I kind of asked that, but he didn't respond though, so I do not have an answer to give to you guys. But when you see Brian, please ask him, because I really want to know. Then Bella said that for her, the highlight itself was the travel, because she was working too much already in Nigeria and just needed that escape. So escaping to the another country to spend time with sheiks was a big highlight for her. Then Donyi said that meeting people was the highlight for her. The fact that she traveled and was able to meet different people, that it really was a highlight for her. While for Fina, she said that everything was the highlight, from the trip to getting there to everything that happened, that everything was highlight for her, because it was her first time traveling out of the country. So you can imagine now. So I really understand when she said that. Well, basically, that was all for today. So after they were done answering all of these questions, they kind of helped them to reminisce over all that happened in the house by showing them some highlights of the house, from the quarrels to the fight to the tears to the everything, all the highlights basically that happened in the house. They showed them, and then that got them excited. Some of them laughed and all that. So that was it basically for today. Please subscribe to my channel, and rest assured that I will keep you updated throughout the reunion. Thank you for watching, and bye.